It's live now.
Hello, we back. Y'all know what it is. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. Give me clap 2 times. And you can hear me, good Lord. All right. Man, where Josh at? Put Josh in. Josh say he want to get in. He said y'all ain't gonna be talking about my 100K all of this much. Y'all ain't gonna be able to talk about my 100K without me hopping on here. So big Josh hopping on here. Give him a minute. Orange sports drink. Just to say, looking for the O's. All right, so the comments, where the comments at? See, my comments ain't showing up. My comments ain't showing up, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What? All right. Okay. Adele Diaz says we hear you. So Fat Williams says we good. You good. All right. We're just going in. The conversation just now was 100K boys versus the AK boys right now. Okay. If it was a possibility that they could play each other, who would win and what would be the take of the game? For me, I was just speaking more so about just the identity of the two teams and just what made them different for me. All right, now first and foremost, both of these teams are exceptionally great. They're exceptionally good. They both are national champions at this point. You get me? But at the end of the day, we are trying to figure out the difference between them. And when you're trying to figure out the difference, you have to point out the you got to poke holes in everybody's armor. Okay. Josh says, add him to the live, cat. You don't want to get on it live, Josh. Oh, what Josh? Josh, the same. Get on the same link. It's the same link. Jab. Add him to the live. Trying to get Josh onto the live. It's the same link. Hold on, let me see. I got a call, Jab.
Hello.
Can you please add Josh?
All right.
Josh should be coming on the live. Give him 1 second. Give him 1 second. Yep.
Hello.
Yeah. Is he in the background?
Oh, you didn't ever send him the link.
I did send him the link. The same
He's
link.
not in the room.
Is this a different room?
No, I'm saying if you sent him this link, he would have came directly here.
Is it the same? Send me the link.
I'm finna send it to you on Facebook. It's under the Monopoly game.
It's the same link from before, right?
I just sent it to your messenger. You heard me?
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, this is the same link. He already got the link.
Yeah, he not in there yet.
Yeah, get him.
He just you and Twan. I'm paying attention to it.
All right. Josh,
All right.
I sent you. Appreciate you, bro. Josh, we sent you the link, code. Same link. We got back on so we could talk to Josh. Good Lord. Josh, hop on, man. Man, but anyways, this weekend, I will be heading up to Ohio for Northern Hospitality. We have about 60-something teams locked and ready for action. So by all means, I am looking for a couple of teams, 6U and 7U, to fill a couple of spots. Couple kids, some teams fell off on those two age group brackets, but everything else is locked and loaded. We will be there tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. We'll be there tomorrow setting up, but the action starts on Friday. Be ready and don't be shy if y'all see me. Besides that, what other teams really stood out this past weekend, Twan? I would say 10U Lauderdale Lakes. 10U Lauderdale Lakes. All right. They just added a piece in Big Dog Trent. Hello? Okay. They just added a piece in Big Dog Trent that they confiscated from the West Orlando Jags this past not too long ago. They actually played them where they did handle the West Orlando Jags and then took one of their better pieces in Big Trent Bradford. Now he's number one for them, but baby boy put his name in the paper up at YNC, had several different touchdowns on multiple games. All right, but again, they did fall short, not making it to the playoffs. I think they got knocked off in the semis. Twan, you there?
Yo.
Yeah. So did you get a chance to catch any of Lauderdale 10U Dog Pound game?
Nah, I ain't get to see them play.
No.
No.
Bruh.
They played early in the morning.
They look good though, bro. I ain't gonna hold it. Right now the question is, should they be considered as one of the top teams in Florida, or if not the top team in Florida? So we probably had like 3 teams representing Florida. In that team,
Them versus Wham gonna be a good game.
So that's what I was gonna say. So Wham,
Wham not getting outside early hurt him.
You said him not getting outside early?
Yeah.
How many games have they played?
I think they they just got outside for YNC or they just had played the week before.
They played Southern Hospitality, but before that, they didn't play it at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Fab, tell Josh I sent him the link. But nonetheless, so the week before, Lakes just had came off of a loss. All right. And Josh says accept him in. Lakes had just came off of a loss. And then Duval just had won Southern Hospitality. They beat two good teams to get to the championship. And after that, I think Osceola also lost going into the week. So the breakdown was like number one was Duval, number two was the Boynton Beach. Number two was Boynton Beach. Number three was Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes because they just had beat Osceola. Osceola was at 4, and then at number 5 was Dog Pound. Okay, going into YNC. So the first round, both Duval got knocked off, and Duval got knocked off, and Osceola got knocked off. Dog Pound ended up making it to the semis, and but they did really well, but they got knocked off too. And so Twan, the question is, this was national competition, right? Does that matter towards Florida rankings?
You said what about the Florida rankings?
I said, does it matter about the Florida rankings? Because both the number 1 team and the number 4 team had lost, and then the number 5 team actually progressed further than both of those teams and had better showings. So does Dog Pound move up because they ended up beating two national teams? Or
yeah,
does
I'd
it
say that.
stay like that?
We was ranking off of preseason. They went to the biggest platform and did the best.
But again, when we talking about head-to-heads,
they hadn't had played.
Who you say?
They hadn't had played.
Who didn't play?
None of them 3 teams.
So Dog Pound was out. They played like 3-4 games before they got.
No, I'm saying Duval hadn't played
before.
Lakes yet.
So Duval was a champion of Florida Elite the year before, as well as they went to C1N and won that too.
That's what I'm saying. But
excuse me, I lied. They didn't win C1N. What's it called? No, they did win C1N, right? Yeah, they won C1N, and Osceola won C1N at 10U, not 9U.
When YNC drops the rankings, Lakes will be higher than both of them. So that's why I say you're not going to be wrong putting Lakes at number 1 for Florida. Because when the country drops, they're going to be the number 1 team out of Florida.
But that's again, they had just lost to Boynton Beach. Okay. Do they jump over Boynton Beach because of this? And again, Boynton is never gonna be in there in the what you call it rankings, and the national rankings ain't got nothing to do with Florida. So I'm just being an advocate. Yeah, Pull Up Boys and Bonnie Boys 1C 1N. Duval beats Lakes in the playoffs. Yeah, they did beat
Has
Lakes.
Boynton you lost to anybody?
Not that I know of.
But then they won. Lakes
Cal
team.
Hurd said we're gonna smack that dog pound. Cal out here again. All right, Big E says week 1 Duval at Osceola, then week 2 Duval at West Orlando. 2 great weeks back to back. Hello, that's crazy. At Osceola and at West Orlando, they got to
Cat, what
travel
up?
to Orlando 2
Y'all can
weeks
hear
in
me?
a row. Big Josh in the building.
What up? What up? Twan, what up, bro? Jack, what up?
What up, fam?
Cool.
Josh in the building. 100K Josh.
Yo.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Chilling, man. I ain't gonna be on here long about it. About it.
So we gonna bring it back. Earlier we were talking about 8K boys versus the 100K boys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I ain't really want to go in on who I thought would have won or score. I just wanted to talk about the differences in the teams, mainly. Okay.
Yeah.
But what is your take if that was a matchup to have happened?
I don't know. It's hard for me to talk like what else it mean play. If I'm being honest, a whole lot of stuff can go. If you get the snap right, then you probably score. If he catches, then you win. A whole lot of ifs don't really matter. So I leave that for, I guess, everybody else. But I just wanted to kind of I've been seeing stuff. People be sending it to me, and I try to actually stay out this conversation. Off the simple fact of that team is doing something now for Central Florida that's good for the Central Florida. Because I live here, I support it or whatever the case is.
For sure.
But at the same time, I kind of want to clear it. Like, I'm gonna give you my perspective, right? I think I wrote it on your other live. We are two different teams in two different eras, and when I say era, meaning football in 2023 is totally different now in 2025. It's just different. So we're in two different eras. It's 13U at that time is totally different from 13U now. It's just different. It's hard to
Are you saying that the landscape of 13U is different?
The landscape of 13U definitely is different. It's a 2-man race. You got Alpha Dogs and then you got Zip. When we were playing, it was 5 different number 1 13U teams. At one point, it was Lauderdale. At one point, it was us. At one point, it was DEA. At one point, it was CDJ. And then at one point, it was St. Louis team. That's 5 different number 1 teams because
and you had them Dream Chaser boys too.
That's CDJ. That's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? So the landscape
was Rare Breed. No, it wasn't Rare Breeze that
Rare
year.
Breed.
Rare Breeze was 12U that year.
Yep, but you still had North Carolina Giants, who was a real good football team. Tampa Irish was a real good football team. You had a team from Virginia. I forgot their name. They came down here though. They played. They were really good. So it's like, for me to say,
right,
for us to try to compare is no comparison because it's literally 2 different roads. That's just the truth. Now, if I said that on Facebook or a comment, somebody might have misunderstood what I'm saying. I'm not knocking them. They're a good football team. I think they would have held their own back then with us. You get what I'm saying? But I just think it's just 2 different landscapes of ball club, like ball teams that was playing. It's 2 teams right now. When we talk 13U, everybody talking Zip, Alpha Dogs. That's it. So that on that perspective is different. When it comes to team for team, their team versus my team, I'll be guilty and say I haven't watched enough to fully say what they got and what they don't got besides kids I already knew of from their previous time. I will say this. I personally think overall their running back stable is different. Is way that's on another. That's different. They got 5 guys that can run the ball. Really 3 guys, but they as a committee. Yeah, with Troy, that number 1 kid, I don't even know his name, and then
that's Jaden Williams.
Okay, Jaden Williams, and then Troy, obviously. Those in itself, those are household names, right? Like backs. They can go anywhere and carry a team. They can be a 1 back and carry a team. The fact that there's 3 of them, then I think they got the kid JoJo, who's a nice back that can come in and play ball. And then I forgot. I don't know. Like I said, if I'm missing somebody, that's just because we just trying to get team right. So I be looking, but I don't really be looking like that, to be honest with you. Other than that, I think we're gonna play ball everywhere else, bro. I see people saying they O-line, but we had an offense. We had an offensive line, especially our 13U year. We had Sincere Wilkinson, who's starting at Edgewater. We got Fenway, who's starting at West Orange. You got Kenny, who's starting at Winter Park. We had the big kid that was up from the Virginia area, DC area. So if we talking line, I mean that's touche. That's apples and oranges, I guess.
No, I'm gonna tell you the truth. As I told you, you had to refresh my memory a little bit because first of all, if you don't say a couple of those names just now, it wouldn't have jogged in my memory. You feel me? Because honestly, I believe that I'm getting confused 13 and 12U year a lot. Because 13U year, you guys weren't in the city as much. Y'all guys weren't.
Yeah.
You guys weren't in Florida Elite. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So again, I may be getting those 2 years confused.
And then our 12U we ran the table. Nobody scored on that defense 12U, and we pretty much blew everybody out that year.
They ain't scoring on that team.
We the only team in Florida Elite that never got scored on in the whole season. That's why that was the whole thing why we got elected in the Hall of Fame. That was the real reason, like what we did 12U year in Florida Elite. Nobody scored on us. And that
during the season or
during the season.
I distinctively remember a team like giving y'all hell. Y'all was in turmoil on the sideline.
On 12U year?
Yeah, it was like in the playoffs, like right before the
playoffs. I ain't gonna lie, Cap, we blew everybody out. Right before the Super Bowl, we played Osceola. 12U year. That's when they had that number 0, 00, something like that. You remember him? That running back, he was real nice.
They still got the one that they had. You talk about
I forgot his name, man. But he was
sending that.
He was nice.
Oh, but he had 6.
He was nice. But yeah, 12U year, that was honestly probably a more historical year Florida Elite wise. So I mean, I could be wrong, but that was we played them the game before the championship. You might be thinking the 12U year when
y'all was 11.
Hey.
Yes, when we was 11 and we played Cam them when Lee Brown them had Cam them at the Mambas. That's the only year
that was the year Cypress had the good team.
The Cypress team. That's when we was younger and we had a combined of 11 and 12. That was the only time. But back to it, like I be seeing everybody say it, right? And I think we got to look at it like if we just talking football.
If we could have replayed the kids back at that time frame, like I feel like the biggest element of the game is gonna be can they cover y'all pass.
And now I'm gonna be real with you. I'm keeping in the butt with y'all, and this ain't no slight to nobody. I'm gonna tell you no, because it ain't. Their DB room is good, but we went against other DB rooms. Nobody could stop us. You couldn't one-on-one Cam. There's not a DB who's gonna one-on-one Cam. He proved that then. He proved that now. That's just what it is. Honestly, you want to go one-on-one Duke Brown. In theory, you really want to go one-on-one Q. Taysom and Ron held his own. Like receiving core, them jits was like that, bro. But and then another thing is you can't compare a team that's been together now. They just got together for this year. That team we was piecing together since 2020. It's 2 different roads. So everybody keep trying to like compare it. It's no comparison because we're literally on 2 separate roads. Like we literally everything is totally different. That 13U year, we lost to Irish. We needed that loss. We was cocky. I'm the head coach. I'm telling you that. We was cocky. Had we not lost, that loss is what won the championship, national championship for us, because we had got back focused. But before the end, we didn't lost in so long. It's hard to keep telling, hey, a kid telling the team, hey, we get beat this week. Our kids start realizing, no, we can't. Because it just ain't, we were beating the brakes off everybody. So that loss, even though, like you said, Kat, we didn't have people, the fact that we came back within a minute and they finally woke up at the end of the game, we didn't need those kids. It was everything. And most of that was on me as the head coach. I was late to that game because it's just, again, hey, you win so much. Sometimes you got to lose to get humble. That's just being real. And ain't no excuse. We just got popped, being real. Most of that, like I said, was on me. But that we played a couple 14U teams. I think the Ocala Thunder, they was good that year with that little number 1 on 14U. And then we played another 14U team. I want to say it was the Bengals, Inner City, when they thought they was good. And we went up there and played them. So, like I said,
you said Inner City, and then who else before them?
Ocala Thunder. Remember
Ocala Thunder was a good team.
They had that little number 1, that little fast jet.
Rocket.
That jet was him.
Rocket. And they had the number 5. That number
5. Yep. But like I said, I think it's just different. If we played them, I'm gonna be real. I'm kind of I'm gonna piggyback off what Twan said. You would have had to stop the pass. And because we really passed the ball, not fake passed the ball.
That's what I'm saying.
Brett said, man, it was 1,000 degrees Irish game.
Hey, look, 1,000, nigga, it was 2,000. And if you notice, I'm gonna be real. One of the Achilles heels of my team that year, because we got so spoiled, was playing in the daytime. Guess what? That was a 12 p.m. game on turf with no heat. I mean, with no shade. And if I had KJ and Tay on here, I said let's not play it because I knew my team, but they wanted to get to work, so we just went and got it. And honestly, I wouldn't change that. I wouldn't change that game. I'm glad we lost because it really got us back focused the way we needed to get, if I'm being honest, bro. At that point, you got to realize we wasn't losing to nobody but the national champ, DEA, and then OG. We weren't losing to nobody else. So we needed to get popped because it really helped us stay focused. So, like I said, I don't know, bro. If you asking me, if I'm a head coach, I'm going to rock out with 100K, but I don't want nobody to think I ain't going for the Alpha Dogs. I want them to win too, but they would have had to guard everything, bro. Like everything.
You're right.
And as soon as we emptied the box on purpose, Q6 running the ball, JT was running the ball. We had some good backs who still was gonna get downhill and run that ball.
I would love to see that game.
Me too. I'm gonna be real. As a coach, I wish this was going on at that time. What better way to put on for the city to play them at that? Oh my God,
it wasn't enough kids, unfortunately.
Yeah, for sure. But that would have been a great game to play, honestly. We would have definitely loved that for sure. If anybody chased the smoke, it was me. So I definitely wanted that game. But I think they're a good team, bro. I got them winning the national championship. They in a good spot. Like I said,
I think they winning it.
It's a 2-team.
But honestly, I'm telling you now. You say I wouldn't, but you say Cam would have been able to get guarded.
No.
I would have loved to see at their age. I would have loved to see at their age, if they was the same age and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Him versus Anthony Woods. Anthony Woods is an exceptional athlete.
That's the quarterback, correct?
Anthony Woods is an exceptional athlete.
No, I'm asking you for real.
Yes.
I'm just making sure we're the same page. Okay. You know what would have happened though, Kat?
What?
You know what would have happened? Because he's the quarterback, he would have had too much of a load on both sides. Cam, you got to remember, Cam only played receiver and played defense when we needed him. Cam would have been fresh. Woods would have been tired. It's a difference. I'm going to say this again. You would have had to guard everything on that goddamn field. It sound great. I get what you're saying. But
I'm just saying.
We played.
Advocate a bit of what's
You could be an advocate.
I've seen a lot of these kids. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I get it. But if you're talking football, because we knew he was the quarterback, I'm pretty sure we'd put a lot of pressure on him, make him run, get him tired, and then guess what? At DB, because I knew he was the quarterback, I would have ran right at him.
I would have ran a go at his ass every play.
It sounds good, but you got to remember, we was really scheming that stuff up.
I would have ran a go at him every play.
We did it to make him tired for offense. So either way, I mean, it ain't like we ain't seen those scenarios before. You get what I'm saying? Like that 28 class right now is balling. You got Champ Mons. We played against Champ Mons. Remember him? He's one of the top quarterbacks right now in the state. We played against Neiman. Neiman is the top quarterback in the nation. So you got the kid that's in Carolina. He's one of the top bro, we played against that. All this what we talking, we played it. And so if you talking scheme, and we played big time teams that had big running backs and they would run heavy. So we addressed that issue 13 year. We went and got linebackers. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so somebody could say, they would have ran the ball. Yeah, they probably would have, but we was banging at that point. So it's that's why I said the if factor, it only works for, I guess, people who want to play if. But if you're talking football, just straight football, I keep seeing people say they more deeper than us, and this I don't know if I can't say that. I think at running back, I will get them that check mark all day. But I think everything else, man, you can't get caught. You can't be a victim of the moment. I think everybody being a victim of the moment and just put it all together and go piece for piece, team for team, schedule for schedule. I mean, in theory, it's not even fair to that team to be even talking about them right now.
The schedule.
I'm saying schedule for schedule.
I'm saying that the strength of schedule, I definitely understand.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because
but not only that, it ain't fair to them.
It really is a two horse race. Yeah. I mean, you AK boys were two horses, became one. Then you also talking about Bull coming from all the way from Texas and being another one of the front runners of the for that Texas elite team and joining for a lot of their Hurricanes. So that takes another contender off the table. So and let's not get it twisted. Watkins Hornets was national champions for AYF, and a lot of people are not even considering them right now. When we're talking about this year's 13U competition. So it's still a lot of football to be played. All right. They only played 8. It was only 8 teams who played in the YNC, and honestly, there's a couple of them. It's some
13. You only have 4 teams.
See, they did. It's a lot of 13Us that didn't come, that didn't even get a chance to play. So by all means,
8, 9, 10, and 11 all had 12-man.
Please shut up, boy. You boy, Lee. Lee say Walk is trash, bro. Lee, you don't know them people. Bruh, Lee always gonna run him out, boy. And you ain't never seen them people. You seen them people, Lee? Lee Davis. I appreciate you, Josh, for coming on and clearing the air. Hey, Lord knows. Hey, Josh, Jago Blue says, Josh Robinson say, AKA not Alpha Dogs. Mr. Dawson says, I don't know, Josh. They got some athletes on defense. Big E says, would have been different if y'all did it since 11 with no mergers too, brother. Again, I hate this convo because we respect and love what y'all done. We rooting for y'all this game.
It ain't even no hating shit, bro. It's just like you compare just the same way they compare.
Just talking about the differences, like, bro. We just having conversations. At the end of the day, don't take it personal. I mean, at the end of the day,
just
we're
like
talking
comparing Michael Jordan and LeBron
our
James.
observations. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is.
I know what somebody can do though. They could go on my team builder on NCAA and create AK and Alpha Dolls and let them play. Let the computer play it out.
That shit's gonna be crazy too.
You could do it like that.
He says they
you want to
fool.
see the game.
He said, yes, I did. You ain't see why I can stop playing. All right, Butler and boy, listen, if I could have made both work, we would have been super turned on the sideline together. I love your defense stuff. Always been stingy. Y'all boys said y'all was gonna do it, and y'all handling business. You damn right. You hear me? One thing I know for sure, that defense gonna stand on business. Especially CJ over there. You smell me? CJ is a different character, but CJ is a mastermind when it comes to their defense. Honestly, a lot of those Osceola Cowboys staffs have great defensive coordinators. Coach Sight, a couple more of those guys, man, for real. Breeze, a couple other ones, but defense, you gotta hang your hat on defense, man. AK got the best athletes right now. Donald Barberry says you're absolutely right. CJ said, and was saying if we had this core and built them up from 11, then yeah, and plus you was big help. Big LOL. But I know you F with it, G, so you ain't gotta tell me. All right. Lee Davis says they alpha dogs. It's only six kids from Osceola. I can't hear you, Twine. You breaking up. I don't know what's going on. Cornelius said y'all hiring an assistant coach for 10U. Lee said the rest stayed. We're talking about the rest of Osceola stayed over there. It's only 6 kids from Osceola at Alpha Dogs. 100K boys played against some great teams on a consistent basis. I like them both. Congratulations to Central Florida. Hello. CJ, that's who taught me. Mike Lowry. Yeah. We trying to win a few games before we get fired. That's what he said, bro. Man, y'all know what it is, man. Just wanted to get back on here and clear it up a little bit. And let John speak for himself, you know. At the end of the day, we just talking. We just chatting. At the end of the day, who knows if we really could have had that matchup, man, it would have been something, but nobody will ever see it. So either way, we all right and we all wrong. It don't even damn matter. Cornelius said, "Oh, he trying to do y'all like Key." Lord, why y'all doing? So Key, big news. Coach Keith Thomas is now a free agent from the West Orlando Jags. He was recently stepped down from his position there, and yeah, we wish him nothing but the best. All right, what else we got over here? All right, trying what it do. Santa Margarita Cowboys #1 10U. What is that? Santa Margarita? Where is that? No, there ain't no Santa Maria. It says Santa Margarita. That's a margarita. Ain't no misspelled. That say margarita. All right. Lee Davis says bread. Y'all getting fired if y'all don't make playoffs 2 years straight. Big E says Cornelius, man, I don't know nothing about that. I was shocked like everyone else. goodness gracious. They always talking about 6 kids from Osceolas, but you have coaches and press from Osceola as well. Also, that helped pave the way for it to happen. Y'all kill me with that. All right, McKinney Atubela says, make sure y'all stay tuned for Cape Boys about to splash on the scene. Cowboys 8U. Hello. All right. Big Cornelia says, just let me know when the next hiring cycle is. Stop playing. All right. Pascal says it's in California. Santa Margarita. Santa Margarita. I said Margarita. All right, Cornelius. Y'all ain't leaving Jay Davis. Stop capping. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, but I love every last one of y'all. Y'all know what it is. I'll be back on here in a little bit. I might end up coming on here during the weekend just to show y'all what's going on up north. And probably line y'all up with some of them people. I do have some big news. I got some teams that are willing to come down here, DMVU. A couple of other teams as well that's willing to come down. Probably the 10U, the 9U, and maybe even the 11U as well. 8U as well too. So just keep your heads on the swivel. We will be putting together something for you guys to get some national rec right here at home. So make sure that you guys keep your head on the swivel. Y'all know what it is, though. Love every last one of y'all. But Cocat, I'm out. Hello.